Hello, Niles, and welcome. I'm your host, Charles Nelson, and for the next half hour, we're diving deep into the heart of Niles, Michigan, where small-town charm meets big-time spirit. From our beautiful parks and local events to the hidden gems that make our city unique, every month we'll explore what makes Niles the place to be. We'll hear from local leaders, business owners, and many others who love this town just as much as you do. So stay tuned for updates on upcoming events and ways to get involved. So sit back and let's celebrate everything Niles has to offer. You're listening to Hello Niles on WNIL Radio, where community comes alive. On October 26th, downtown Niles hosted its second annual Fall Festival. Local residents could participate in things such as a pumpkin decorating contest, downtown trick-or-treat, and even pet costume contests. We're here with Bettina Payton, who was the organizer of the event and has also served on the Downtown Niles Promotions Committee. Bettina, thanks for joining us. What can you tell us about the Fall Festival?
Yeah, so the Fall Festival is just a fun outing for families in the community. We put together some different events like pumpkin carving, a spooky tour, trick-or-treating, which has been going on for many, many, many years. So we're just complementing that and then adding like market and music. And it was a lot of fun. We saw a lot of cute little kiddos dressed up in their fun Halloween costumes. Had a lot of painters at our studio. Saw some pumpkin carving cuties and yeah.
And so why is it important for you to be a part of, not only have a business downtown, but be a part of helping bring these events downtown? Why is that important for you?
So I have a family, and I feel like it's important to be able to do things with them and have family-friendly events accessible to our community. Also, we were all meant to live and participate in community. So I think it's just important to bring people together and enjoy time together as well.
Awesome. I love it. Yeah, we're all here together, so we might as well enjoy the space and the time that we have with each other, right? Yeah. And if people want to help out and learn more about the DDA and the promotions committee, when do you guys meet, and where do you guys meet if people want to participate in those discussions?
We meet the third Tuesday of every month, just at City Hall. Third floor. You can message me on Facebook or just reach out to me in any way if you want to be involved, or any of the other community members if you know one.
Cool. And that's Bee Crafty. They should reach out to Bee Crafty on Facebook?
Yeah, Bee Crafty.
Awesome. Yeah. Perfect. Great. Anything else you want to say about the Fall Festival or events downtown? No? All good? We said it all? Awesome.
Yeah, I think so.
Well, thanks for joining me and giving a little recap of the Fall Festival. We'll look forward to a bigger festival next year with lots more things for people to do.
Yeah, lots of our ideas already brewing.
Awesome. I love it. Our next guest is Jill Habouche of the YMCA of Greater Michiana. Jill serves as the Chief Development Officer as well as the Race Director for the upcoming Thanksgiving Day Run held every year in downtown Niles at the YMCA. Jill, thanks for being here. Let's jump right into it. All right, so Jill, it's November, and so that means that it's time for the Thanksgiving Day Run. How many years has the Y been putting on the Thanksgiving Day Run? And for somebody who's never experienced it before, what can they expect if they sign up and participate?
It's crazy. It is November already, and we're so excited. We are preparing for our 43rd annual Niles Buchanan YMCA Thanksgiving Day Run. Last year, we had a record turnout of over 2,700 participants that participated in either the 5K Run Walk, the 10K Run, or the 1 Mile Family Fun Run.
That is awesome. That is a lot of people willing to earn their Thanksgiving meal.
Yeah, a lot of people, it's become a tradition for so many families. We have families come from all over the U.S., representing 30 different states, coming back to Niles just to participate in our run.
That is awesome, and it's one of the better runs. I love it. When I was a runner, we used to run it, and it was great. So now we just kind of stick to the 1 mile, the family walk.
Yes.
Yep. And so, what are some of the other things that are, people come to they do the run or they do the walk, and then inside the Y, what's happening after the run? What can people see in there?
Well, there's not too much going on Thanksgiving Day. We
Okay.
just have the event itself. The Y is closed that day, but proceeds from this event will help support all the wonderful programming that we have with the YMCA, whether it's our before and after school care program for youth, it's swim safety, it's Live Strong for our cancer survivors, and a whole plethora of other programming that we have.
And you participate in the run with your family every year, correct?
I do. I'm race director, but by day of, everything is in order, and I participate just as well as everybody else. And my kids every year are like, "Man, Mom," some couple of them are very excited, and one is always a naysayer. She's like, maybe I'll just take photos for you this year," which is good too. We need lots of volunteers. Over 125 volunteers typically participate as well within the event.
That was my next question, so thanks for teeing that up. If
welcome.
people want to participate but don't want to be a part of the run, how can they help the Y put this event on?
Well, we need lots of help. So the week before or the few days before, we organize shirts and get those ready to go. We fill race bags. And then, of course, the day before, we have packet pickup from 1 to 6 on Wednesday, the 27th. And then, of course, the day of, we need lots of cheerleaders along the course. We've got food and refreshments after the race. We always need volunteers to help there. Water stations along the course as well. So, like I said, over 125 volunteers necessary to host this event each year.
Awesome. That's great. And then if people are interested in volunteering for this or anything at the Y, how can they do that? Who should they get a hold of?
They can call the YMCA, call the Niles office. It's 269-683-1552, and just ask and let them know that they want to volunteer, and our member service staff will get them connected to the right department to help out.
Awesome. And so people can sign up now for the Thanksgiving Day Run. And
Yes.
how can they do that?
Yes, so we are so excited. Race registrations have been open. Our platform that we use is runsignup.com. You can either go to the Y's website at ymcagm.org/TDR or go direct to Run Sign Up. Super excited, though. We've got over 1,300 people already registered. So we are well on our way to that new record this year, we hope, for 2,700 plus.
That is awesome. And so what's your favorite part of being a part of this event?
It's just a tradition, and it's so much energy just being in the middle of that crowd before it gets started, taking pictures of the families that are all coming back together to celebrate a special day together. There's people that'll dress up in turkey hats and turkey shirts and just random costumes, and it's fun. It's just a warm energy. People are excited. A good share of them are not runners. They come out to walk with their family, and that's just perfectly acceptable too, and it's just a good feel for the day.
That is awesome. And so what does it say about this community and then the YMCA as an organization that you can have so many people come back from all over the country to be a part of this event?
We are just proud and excited that everyone still finds that coming home to Niles is what they want to do, and to participate, to support the YMCA and all the wonderful programming that the Y offers to our community. It just builds a sense of community here, a very strong community, and like I said, a lot of energy that morning. It just makes you feel right at home. Even if it's your first year, you feel like, wow, I'm so glad I was here, and I'm going to do it again.
That is awesome. And anything else you'd like the community to know about the event or the Y?
We are gracious for everyone's participation, whether you come out to volunteer, whether you participate. If you're interested in learning more, please go to our website. Again, it's ymcagm.org, and you'll be able to find the event there and learn a little bit more about what the Y does in the community.
Awesome. And I would highly recommend everybody follow the Y on whatever social media platform you're on. They're always doing incredible things and keep growing and expanding and adding more options for the community. So, Jill, thank you for your time, and thanks for helping to put on this race, and we look forward to seeing you on race day.
Thank you. I
Thank
appreciate
you.
it.
Yeah. Welcome back. We have Lisa Crotto in the studio with us. Lisa is the director of the Niles DDA Main Street program. The DDA is responsible for all of the wonderful events that you see downtown, whether it's the Fall Festival, Small Business Saturday, or the Hunter Ice Festival. And of course, it's November, so we're looking forward to Small Business Saturday coming up on November 30th, the Saturday after Thanksgiving. Lisa, thanks for being with us. And what can you tell us about Small Business Saturday?
So we've been doing something on this day since 2004 when we had the new streetscape, the first new streetscape done. American Express, I believe theirs has been going on for give or take 15 years. And we were in on the first of the American Express years. Yeah, because it's a great promotion that corporate America actually gets involved with promoting downtown businesses.
And so what do you think people can expect this year for Niles, from Niles on Small Business Saturday?
Lots of fun. We always have lots of fun. So I know that there's going to be carriage rides. I think Rudolph will probably make an appearance. I know Santa will make an appearance. We will have the grand reopening of the Node that day. Lots of specials in businesses, and I think just a really fun kickoff to the holiday season.
And so why is it important for people to come down on that day specifically and be a part of the community that is downtown Niles?
Aside from the fact that it's fun, it's really wonderful to show your local businesses the love. If you don't support them, they're not going to be here, and they work their tails off to create the community that you've learned to love.
And so, these events that happen downtown, they don't just happen. They may look like they just happen because people
show up. It's not magic.
It may seem like magic, but so what are some things that people can do if they want to be part and help set up or organize or anything downtown for that event or any event?
Oh, we're always looking for people that want to get engaged and involved, because none of this happens if we don't have that people resource that gets involved in their community. You can give the Main Street program a call, talk to either Justin Flagel or yourself, your organization chairperson, and there's something, whether you've got 5 minutes to give or 5 hours to give, we can find something that you can help out with.
Just like the other day, we were just stuffing envelopes, right?
Right. Stuffing envelopes for the Hunter Ice Festival. And on Small Business Saturday, there's everything from passing out the flyers to working down at, we'll be at the Node where people are going to do passports for folks to be able to go through town and shop and then be put in for a drawing, and a bazillion and one things in between. And then there's always the getting ready for it. So we were fortunate and found a tree, an 18-foot Christmas tree from the Restore when the Node was around the first time. It closed before we were able to use it. But the Wednesday before and the Friday before, so the Wednesday before Thanksgiving and the Friday after Thanksgiving, we'll be decorating that tree and putting it together so that it can be part of our celebration.
That's incredible. I'm looking forward to the tree. So what are you most looking forward to? Smiles. It's really wonderful to go through town that day, and smiles not just from the people that come down here, but smiles from the businesses, because it's just turned into a really special day for downtown. Awesome. And so there'll be a list of specials and things like that on the Main Street Facebook page.
Yes.
And check the website.
Yes.
Is there anything else you want people to know about Small Business Saturday coming up?
No, just come on down. It's going to be lots of fun, and it'll be as I said, the grand reopening of the Node. We'll have entertainment through town and specials and you name it. Things that I don't even know that we've thought of yet. I think will probably be happening.
Awesome. So stay tuned to the social medias, and
indeed,
we'll get the news from there.
Indeed.
All right. Well, cool. Well, thank you, Lisa, for joining us.
Well, thank you for having me.
Yeah, we'll see you downtown.
We will.
we are out on location with our next guest at Fenwood Botanical Garden. Elaine Rowland is joining us. Elaine is the Director of Marketing and Community Engagement here at Fenwood, and we're here to talk about Fenwood's big holiday event that they have every year, Lights at Fenwood. Elaine, what can you tell us about Lights?
Lights at Fenwood begins on November 29th, the day after Thanksgiving, and it is a 28-night run until January 4th. We are so excited. We're going into our 4th Lights season here at Fenwood, and for the people that have not attended before, you are in for a treat and you cannot miss it. It is light, it is bright, it's fun. It's a wonderful way for people, family, friends to make memories, maybe start a new tradition. And if you've been to Lights before, you need to come back and keep the tradition going. It's just a wonderful time to be outside with family and friends in the garden in the winter.
People obviously can't see us because we're on the radio, but I want everybody to know, so we're doing this interview outside. It's an 80-degree day here at the end of October in Southwest Michigan, but we're inside of the pumpkin house at Fenwood, and it's lovely, and it's beautiful, and it's magical, and it's really interesting to think that in another month, there might be snow, and there'll be all these lights hanging from the trees, and how Fenwood, one of the great things that I appreciate most about Fenwood is how different it looks from season to season, and how you can come every time and see something different. So I just wanted to throw that out there and say, Lights is a great event, but you should just come to Fenwood anyway, right?
Yes, please. Absolutely. Every day is a different day at Fenwood. We are sitting in the pumpkin house right now. And then in a few days is our annual holiday market, which we're gearing up for. And then, Lights ticket sales. They're on sale right now for everyone to book. We have 3 time slots available each night, and people can book what day and what time they'd like to come. But we like holidays here at Fenwood, and we have a trifecta of holidays going on within the next month. We're celebrating indoors and out. And with the weather that we've been having, we've been grateful that people can continue to come out here, enjoy the outdoors, get the fresh air that they need during this crazy time of year.
Yeah, got to get outside when you can in Michigan. So when it comes back to the lights, can you kind of walk me through what people, when they show up, what they can expect as they wander through the gardens?
Absolutely. The sight that you see once you walk in is incredible. Larger than life spires are in the south vista and the small pond adjacent to the south vista. So you see those reflections, and it's just it is magical. It's a really great way to describe it. You're walking through these bright installations of metal sculptures lit up in a wonderful way through the garden. It makes you see things at Fenwood that you might not have noticed before. And you're not only looking around, but you're also listening. We have wonderful music to go with each area of the show. And we are adding some light to our railway garden. The trains are inside for the season. It's too cold for them to run during Lights, but they will be indoors in our conservatory, where this year you're going to be able to find a magical gnome to communicate with. We're so excited to have him here this year. It's a fun new addition. In the Education Center, we're going to have wonderful treats, concessions, beverages, a fun craft for all to participate in, a life-size Light Bright toy to play with, our huge poinsettia and fern tree. Our art gallery will be full of live music and sing-alongs for kids and families. And our cafe will be open as well, with great pies and baked goods and food for people to either eat for themselves or get as gifts.
One thing I wanted to mention is the accessibility of the path. That it is accessible for people with strollers, for somebody who's in a wheelchair.
Yes.
You can see the entirety of the show from the paths that are there.
Absolutely, yes. The Lights footprint is along in our cultivated gardens, which has paved paths. So that's a great point. And especially in the buildings, they can get in and out safely, and they won't miss a thing.
That is awesome. And so for now, for people who are like, all right, I'm sold, where can they buy tickets?
Absolutely. So you can go onto our website. It's fernwoodbotanical.org/lights. All the information that we've talked about today is there, as well as ticket sales. I did want to mention that our Fernwood members do receive a discount on regular adult tickets. They get their member discount for those, so I want to make sure they don't miss out on that. Also, we do have different pricing during the week than on the weekend. So if people are looking to save a few dollars, they can come on a weeknight, and that pricing is there as well. So fernwoodbotanical.org/lights.
Perfect, easy to remember. And then finally, I wanted to talk about volunteer opportunities that might be available.
Well, as a nonprofit, we literally could not do what we do without our amazing, generous volunteers that donate their time and their talents and passion to us. We have a small but mighty team, but those volunteers, oh my goodness, we rely on them so much all year long, especially during lights. So during lights, we need 486 volunteers spanning 28 nights. That's approximately 16 volunteers a night. Don't check my math. That's not my jam. I'm pretty sure that's the number. In addition to our staff that is, doing our day job, and then we're here working lights as well. So we really need the help. And you know what? People in the past have turned out for us, and we are so grateful. Right now we're at approximately 30% full, so we still have a little ways to go. There are many businesses and organizations that take nights, and we really appreciate that, and we can recognize the business or organization through our channels on social media and other ways, just recognizing that they're here, and they can wear their logo too if they want to advertise. But individuals are welcome to volunteer. They can go to fernwoodbotanical.org/lights, and there's a volunteer section there where they can sign up online. There they can look at all the different job positions that are available and pick a date and a time that works best for them in their schedule. We do accommodate volunteers of all ages, so if a family wants to come, that's wonderful. Also, we try to give back to our volunteers, so every time someone volunteers for a shift for lights, we give them a complimentary lights ticket so they can come back and experience the show as a visitor instead of a volunteer. So yes, we definitely need help, and we are so grateful for all the help that we've gotten over the past 3 years. And there's a lot of different opportunities available. People can help inside, outside, around people, by themselves. So there really is something for everyone. So yeah, I would love for people to just check that out and hopefully join us if they can. It's a lot of fun.
All right. Well, Elaine, is there anything else you want to say, let people know about lights coming up at Fernwood, or anything else about Fernwood?
Oh my gosh, I love lights at Fernwood, and I hope everyone else does too. We talked about volunteering. We talked about buying tickets. We are still looking for sponsors because we are a nonprofit. All the support we can get really helps us attend to our 105 acres, take care of our grounds and facilities and our staff and programs throughout the year. We are open all year long. So if we can get sponsorship help to put on this massive event for our community, we'd really appreciate that. Again, information about that is on our website, and we do have ways to recognize and appreciate all the businesses and organizations that step up to help us.
Awesome. Great. All right. You got it, folks. Starting November 29th, lights at Fernwood. Go to fernwoodbotanical.org/lights for more info. Elaine, thanks for joining me. I'm going to let you go and enjoy the rest of this beautiful
yes,
day.
It is a beautiful day. Thank you.
Thank you. And now to wrap things up, it is time for our monthly business spotlight. We're going to bring Bettina back into the studio. Not only was Bettina responsible for organizing the Niles Fall Festival, but Bettina is also a business owner in downtown Niles, owner of Bee Crafty. Bettina, welcome back. And so for somebody who's never been there before, kind of explain to me what Bee Crafty is, what you offer, and why they should come.
Okay, yeah, so Bee Crafty is a paint your own pottery studio, and we, so you just come in, no appointment necessary. and you pick out your project, and I will get you set up with everything that you need. Even give you some guidance, as little or as much as you want, on how to paint pottery. We also host different types of events, so you can paint canvas with us. We host sip and paint events. We also have DIY door hangers, so you can come into the studio and make a super cute sign to put on your door. And we also have snow globe tumblers, which are just, they look like snow globes that you drink out of, so that's kind of cool, right? And we also host kids' birthday parties, different types of events. We're opening a much larger space to host more people for parties. Pretty soon we will be opening a paint splatter experience in our lower level. So lots of new things to come, but that's just a little bit into it.
All kinds of fun ways to get messy, right?
Yeah, yep. And then have somebody else clean it up.
that's always the best. Yeah. So when somebody walks in, you have all of these, ceramic figurines that people can choose from. And so what are some of the different styles? Like for the Fall Fest, you had pumpkins.
Yeah, so I have hundreds of options to choose from. We have things from like coffee mugs to plates and figurines for dogs and cats, and there's hundreds of things. It's like impossible to list them all. So there is something for everyone, and in even ages. Like my toddler has been painting since she was 12 months, as soon as she could play with a paintbrush, all the way up to...
I mean, my mom was in there, right? She's almost 70, right? Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. There's no age restrictions.
That's so cool. And so what was the thought process behind taking that leap and opening a business downtown? Had you been doing this before and decided it was to have a space, or did you just decide, hey, this is something I want to do?
I've always wanted to do something in a more creative, entrepreneurial way. I was just waiting for the right door to open. So it was more of just like a hobby for me. But my mother-in-law actually had a shop in the 80s when my husband was growing up. So that's kind of what inspired it. He was like, let's open a ceramic studio. And I was like, and he was like, no, really, how hard could it be? And I'm like, okay, let's go. Let's do this. So honestly, the idea was birthed, and within a couple of months, we had the studio open, and we've learned so much, and we want to, do more. We want to offer wheel throwing and hand building and all of the things, but a little at a time, right?
Exactly. Intentional, right? One step at a time.
Yep.
I love it. So what's your favorite part about being downtown Niles?
The community. I love being able to have people in my studio and getting to know them and learn who they are. It's something that you can't even really explain. It's just awesome, like the different people. And
so you're saying people need to come down and experience downtown Niles for themselves, right?
Oh, yeah. I definitely need to. There's so many things to do down here. It's great.
Awesome. And so if people want to find out more about what you do, or hours or options for parties, how can they find you and get that information?
So we have Facebook. We're most active on Facebook. We have Instagram, not as active on Instagram, so Facebook's a better option. Okay. We also have, and that's Bee Crafty LLC on Facebook. For our website, it's bacraftybee.com. And then you can also just reach out to me via phone or email, or Google profile is always up to date. So that's always a good spot for finding hours and everything as well.
Awesome. Well, thank you for joining me, and we look forward to seeing all of the creations that people make and that come out of Bee Crafty. So be sure to find Bee Crafty on social media, visit their website, or just come downtown and check them out. So thanks for joining us, Bettina.
Thank you.
Thank you for tuning into this month's edition of Hello Niles. We hope you enjoyed our journey through the heart of this amazing community. Join us next month as we uncover more stories and special events in and around Niles. Until then, keep exploring and embracing the spirit of this wonderful town.